So I think it's safe to assume that most people would argue that SUVs, like the Honda Pilot, have essentially replaced minivans. And most people would argue that one, they look better, and two, they can do the exact same things, right? Wrong. Because after spending time with the Honda Odyssey, I realized that there are still several things that it does better than SUVs. And even a few things it does better than other minivans, like the Toyota Sienna. And that's why today we're going over 8 things that the Honda Odyssey does better than other SUVs and other minivans. Check this out. So most 3-row SUVs and minivans try to balance cargo and passenger space, but the Honda Odyssey completely transforms that. Its entire second row is removable. So not only this center seat is removable, but additionally, these seats are removable as well. Now let's talk about other vehicles like the Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot does offer a removable center section, so you can take this piece out. However, these seats are not removable. At best, all you can do is fold these suckers down. And if we're comparing this second row to something like the Toyota Sienna, another minivan, it's not removable at all. This means that a vehicle like the Honda Odyssey can quickly turn from a passenger vehicle into a cargo van, good for strollers, bicycles, camping gear, you name it. Now, a lot of SUVs these days offer captain's chairs, but not like these. Now, of course, you can do the typical, hey, I want to slide this up, I want to slide this back, but where this vehicle gets really cool is the magic sliding seats that you can slide across.
This is a Honda Odyssey.
So if I wanted to create more space to be able to enter that third row, I absolutely can. If I want to slide these completely apart to make captain's chairs and have a climb to, I can. And I've got all these different settings that I can do. And remember, every single one of these seats is removable. So if I wanted to leave the center seat and just one seat and have a full climb through, I could, right? Or just have one seat on a side and leave an entire empty opening, I could. Now, what does that mean? It means easier third row access. It means easier child seating. It means separating kids is easier. It means moving passengers closer together is also easier. The Odyssey lets you physically reposition the second row in any way that you want. The Honda Odyssey offers one of the most versatile setups you can get inside of a vehicle. Let me show you something really awesome the third row does in this vehicle that you will not find in another SUV and you won't find in any minivan. So if I come to the third row, I can pull these tabs and it allows me to unlock the seat. I can then fold these guys back. Now, what this does is essentially turn your third row into a lounger, and your lounger faces out. And guess what? You've got this above you, so you've got shade, you can sit back here, and I'll take it a step further. If I'm using the lounger chair, right? Of course, I've got the shade above me, but additionally, guess what I've got behind me? I've got air vents so I can turn on the car and have the AC blowing on the back of my neck, and I've got USBs to plug into if I need to charge a device. So I could have my phone or tablet charging, I could pull up some sunshades here, I could have the AC, I've got drink holders, and I could be watching my kids out in front of me enjoying their sport or doing whatever activity that they want.
I take it all back. The Honda Odyssey f***s hard.
I honestly can't think of another vehicle, SUV, minivan, that offers even anything remotely like this. And it makes it such a game changer for this vehicle. Now let's have a conversation about cargo space. So if you've got a 3-row SUV or you're considering a minivan, chances are you are gonna have kids, you're gonna have adults, you're gonna have strollers, you're gonna have bags, you're gonna have sporting goods, you're gonna have all kinds of things in the car. So this starts to really matter. So let's start at the Honda Pilot back here and show you what they've got. So back here, you've got a reasonable amount of space. I wanna say it's like 18.6 cubic feet, and I can fold these seats down and go that route, right? And that gives me a good amount of space to work with. And I've additionally got some hidden storage down here that I can take advantage of as well. Now let's talk about the Honda Odyssey because it does something a little bit different. So in the back of this vehicle, you saw earlier that I had these guys set up, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this sucker back. Now, of course, I can fold those seats down, same kind of like feel as a Pilot, but what I can also do is if I grab these guys, I can unlock them, pull them all the way back, and I can fold them completely away. So now I've got a considerable amount of cargo space to take advantage of, and it's tall as well. And if I don't want to go that route, guess what? I've got an even deeper well that I can take advantage of back here as well. So just versatility when it comes to cargo space in this vehicle is impressive. I want to talk to you about max cargo space. So I'm going to start you on the Honda Pilot and kind of show you what you're looking at. If you fold the third row and the second row down, you've got roughly 87 cubic feet to to take advantage of. Now, if you move to another minivan, let's say like the Toyota Sienna, you'd have 101 cubic feet to take advantage of. But the Honda Odyssey offers 158 cubic feet of cargo space to take advantage of. So when it comes to comparing full and max cargo space, this is a monster. You've got a third row that you can fold away, or you can fold up and leave yourself a big cargo space. You've got an entire second row that's completely removable, and you can remove it in pieces if you want. Think about that. You could load up furniture, bikes, strollers. You could take a road trip. You could camp in your car. You could go on a massive Costco run. Have you ever been at Costco and seen the guy trying to load up that 80-inch TV into like a Miata, and you're like, nah, bro, ain't happening. Not gonna be the case here. This is arguably one of the biggest reasons that families still choose the Honda Odyssey over SUVs and other minivans. The versatility in cargo space and passenger space is top notch. You know what this is? That's the sound of little fingers getting caught in a door and everyone having a really, really bad day.
Slam the door on my arm.
What?
It has a sensor. It won't let you slam the door on your arm.
There you go.
Oh!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Now let's come over to the Honda Odyssey. If little fingers happen to put their fingers in here when this guy closes, guess what? There are sensors built in. So that way it'll touch their hand and it'll open. You've also got those same sensors for the moonroof.
Do it again.
No, absolutely not.
Come on, it'll be fine. I just activated it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Don't be chicken.
Fine.
The second part is, look at how big my entry is. It is so much bigger. So if you're in a tight space, your little kids, your adults, anybody's gonna open that door and your pilot and they're gonna hit the car next to them. They're not gonna be able to get it fully open to get in and get out. This eliminates that issue. Additionally, if you're gonna have to mess with car seats, if you're gonna have to mess with bags, gear, think about it. I can grab something this big, walk up, and simply reach in and be able to set this inside the car. If this was in the Pilot, that becomes a lot harder. Sliding doors is one of those things that you see and you go, okay, that'd be nice, but it starts to affect you every day. Really think about it. If you have to park your vehicle in a garage, let's say because you live somewhere with inclement weather, right? You don't want to have to shovel snow off of it every day. This becomes a lot easier to get in and out of. If you have to park into a parking garage, right? It becomes easier to get in and out of those tight spots, whether a parking garage or just a tight parking lot. If you pick your kids up from school, think about how much easier it is to immediately pop the door, right? Have it automatically open, they can hop in and you can take off. Can't do that in a Pilot. They might not be tall enough to get to that door or be strong enough to open it themselves. And think about car seats and all the gear. How much easier is it gonna get in and out of a big opening like this? This is one of those things, it's a game changer because you don't realize how often you're really gonna take advantage of it until you are. So I'm down on the ground for not a particularly exciting reason, but one that really matters, and that's entry level. If you've got elderly people, if you've got little bitty ones, climbing up into an SUV sometimes isn't possible. You gotta help them up into it. This vehicle has 16 to roughly 17 inches of entry-level height, so it's much easier to get into than a typical SUV. For example, the Pilot and most SUVs are around 20 to 21 inches. Both the Odyssey and the Sienna sit lower than your typical SUVs. You don't realize how much it takes to climb into a larger SUV until you have to help someone do it every single day. So this next feature I want to walk you through is actually related to the touchscreen. You're gonna notice on here, if you scroll to this back, I've got one that's called CabinWatch and I've got one that's called CabinTalk. Now, CabinTalk exists in the Honda Pilot, and there is a version of that exists in the Toyota Sienna, but CabinWatch is a different conversation. If I select this, what it does is it turns on a camera and gives me the ability to see my second and third row. Additionally, I can then take advantage of CabinTalk and be able to talk to them through the audio in the vehicle. So if you've got little ones asleep in the back and you're trying to keep an eye on them, or if you got two kids that start fighting in the back, you can see what's going on without having to turn your head around and potentially rear end a car. Have you ever loaded up a bunch of stuff in your car and it's sliding around? Now you can see what's sliding around and make sure something doesn't break. Or maybe your dog's in the back of the car and starts making a bunch of noise and you're like, hey, are you okay? You'd be able to see your dog, your kids, your cargo, whatever the case is, you have a camera that you can take advantage of inside of this vehicle. And it's not something that you'll find in three-row SUVs, and it's not something that you'll find in other minivans in the segment. As a bonus feature, I want to show you something kind of cool that lives in every single Honda that you can take advantage of. In the back of this vehicle, you're going to see a panel right there. If you pull this panel, there is a tiny funnel that lives in here. I want to explain this in case this ever becomes important and you need this. Even if you come into the Honda Pilot, go over here to the side, you'll be able to pop this panel up, and if you look down here, you're gonna find that same funnel. If you come over to the gas doors, these are connected to the door locks. So if I unlock this one locked. Now you're gonna notice this is capless, right? And what that means is there's a double valve system. There's a valve here and a valve deeper down. If you ever ran out of gas, we're on the side of the road, you may not have a gas can, but you're gonna need a way to be able to hold open both those valves to be able to pour gas down in it. That is the function of this guy. Just a bonus thing that you should always know about if you own a Honda. So I showed you a lot of specs, I showed you a lot of cool features, versatility, all these different things that the minivan can do. But look, I get it, minivans aren't necessarily cool, or at least not in the traditional sense. The whole reason this video even exists is because when I sold vehicles, my brother came in who has 4 kids and said, I need a new vehicle and I need to have this list of items. And I said, no problem. Every single one of those boxes is checked off in that vehicle right over there. And he goes, hold on, we don't want to own a minivan. And I went, ooh, because that checked all the boxes. So I get that sometimes self-identity, pride, and just the idea that if you're going to spend 50 to 60 grand, you want to like the vehicle that you're buying. I understand factors like that exist. But if the most important thing to you is the people that you're going to put inside of that vehicle, whatever it ends up being, there's a couple things that I'd want you to know about minivans in general, and specifically the Honda Odyssey. Now, the first is, when it comes to accidents, the minivan in general is 50 to 60% less likely to roll over in an accident. The reason I mention that is roughly 30% of vehicle deaths involve a rollover. So I would ideally want my family to be in a vehicle with a much lower center of gravity, right? Just makes a lot of sense. Second thing I'd mention is that minivans are among the vehicle categories with the lowest driver death rate, right? I need to protect not only the people in the car, but also the driver. If you're the sole provider or one of them, it's important that you live. Now, specific to the Honda Odyssey, the Odyssey has been around since 1994. So if I'm looking for a vehicle that has been tested, that has been, focused on, that has had multiple years of, engineering and things to be designed specifically for families, specifically for versatility, specifically for safety, this is a great vehicle to be on. It's not just a trendy new vehicle that just popped up. Now, related to the history of the Honda Odyssey, the Honda Odyssey became the first ever minivan to win IIHS's Top Safety Pick Plus. That just kind of goes to show that this vehicle was engineered with the idea of family safety, right? They really thought this through as far as a practicality standpoint. Now, to take that a step further, if I take a clip of time, at one point, the Honda Odyssey recorded the lowest death rate in its class. That was 0 driver deaths per million vehicles registered out there on the road. That is a wild stat. If you stretch that out over more time, it is still one of the lowest rates in its class and segment, and just in general for vehicles. So just something to consider. When it comes to vehicle history, you buy the car, and then in 5, 10, 15 years, if you decide you want to resell it or you want to do something with it, what does that mean? Kelley Blue Book repeatedly highlights the Odyssey for strong resale value, for long-term ownership, and of course for family value. Why wouldn't it? You saw the different things this vehicle could do. And then the brand in general. Chances are, if you're looking at a Honda, there's a couple things that immediately pop in your mind, and that's reliability and safety. And on this specific vehicle, that makes a ton of sense, right? If you're gonna spend 50 to 60 grand on a family vehicle, you're not just buying features. Now, some of those features and benefits and things I showed you do matter, but it's not the only factor. You're trusting the vehicle with your kids, with your vacations, with your daily life, and years of ownership. So let me know what you think. Did you buy a Sienna instead and you just happen to come across this video? Are you considering those right now? What are some other factors that maybe I didn't go over that matter to you, right? Or maybe you're leaning towards an SUV or you bought one, maybe. Let me know what pushed you over the edge for that, or what's really that driving factor. Is it the fact that you just like it better? Or is it really some spec or some stat or some feature that exists that you're not finding in minivans? I'd love to know what you think. Leave a comment, let me know. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Later, guys!